Yeah, we got us one. We got us one, man. Your boy G Bush is in the building. You know what it is, man. Hit that like button off bat, man. Your boy G Bush, we right back at it. And if you didn't know, you better ask somebody. I told you if we was going to come out here and get this win, I was going to give out some shirts. I told you what I was going to do. Let's get right off into this thing before we even start things. Who cares about the algorithm? I'm talking about we got that dub. Listen, right now, if you're one of the 76, you better jump in on this right now. 76 sin, the code word of the day, Xmas, to gbush91 at hotmail.com by 12 a.m. tonight. And you're going to be entering a random drawing to get my newest hoodie, the newest sweatshirt. G-Money himself is not the Grinch. This is G-Money. This is his cousin. The Grinch is only stingy on Christmas. G-Money want money all year round. He got the Bernie Kosar joint on right now. You see the dog pound in the back, the sleigh, the football. This is a great for an ugly sweater outfit. If you got a little ugly sweater thing you're doing, if you order these today, you get these right now. If you order them right now at bushtimebeauty.com/barbershop, you will get these in your mailbox probably by Christmas. They will be there probably by Christmas. These are limited edition, and I told you I was going to give them away if we got the dub. And as you can see, I got my G-Money. I got the black one on right here. Boom. You see the black one. King of the North. You see what it is. I got the black one on right now. I will be wearing the green one. This one we're giving away. That money green, we're going to be giving this one away right here, boys and girls. This is the one you get with the crazy green. You get the sleeve game. G-Money is on here. We'll get this away. I'm going to be giving away some tomorrow on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. But if you want to get entered in to get this joint, Xmas. The code word of the day is Xmas at gbush91 at hotmail.com. I'm giving 5 of away. I'm giving 5 hot readies. We ready to go. Let me get to what we talking about. Let me get to what we talk, man. I'm the only guy coming around here giving Christmas gifts out. I'm the people's champ for a reason. Man, Joe Flacco puts up 300 yards and 3 TDs in a win over the Jacksonville Jaguars. And let me tell you, boys and girls, I came on here. I'm going to give full disclosure. My neck is killing me. I'm like, man, my neck hurts. I don't know what, but you know what? I had to come on here and talk about talk. I had to come on here and give it to y'all the only way I could give it to you. And the thing about Joe Flacco putting up 300 yards and 3 touchdowns is the fact that I called it. If you're not familiar with the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, we do our TV gig. We do our TV thing on WKYC. On Fridays, and we give our headlines and predictions for the game. My headlines read, Joe Flacco puts up 300 plus and 3 touchdowns in a win over the Jacksonville Jaguars. My crystal ball is out there running around and it's dead on. See, a lot of y'all people, y'all just might not like what I be saying. You might not just like what I be kicking out there. But if you really break it down, every line and word that I be saying, I'm one of the most accurate guys out here. I told you, I was the only one jumping up and down telling us to get us a veteran quarterback in here so we can be propelling ourselves and getting ready for the playoffs. G. Bush, they always want to tell you, if Deshaun Watson's not playing, it doesn't matter who's the quarterback. It doesn't matter who's playing. We're done for anyway. I'm going to teach y'all about real football. I'm going to teach y'all about what it is to be a visionary. I'm going to teach y'all that it's not just about the quarterback. It is a sum of the parts. It is a sum and a total team effort to getting the Browns to be at 8-5 where they are right now. 8-5 with 4 different quarterbacks. And Joe Flacco is out here performing very well. As a matter of fact, he's showing you guys out there, I haven't had any arm strength. I haven't had any of that. I haven't had any knocks on my arm strength. Today, He cleaned up I didn't even think the interception was on him when he threw the ball. I thought that was the receiver has to get over. He was throwing with anticipation. Receiver got to get open on that route. I don't know if it was Cedric Tillman. He had some drops again by Amari Cooper. He also had some fumbles. That fumble hurt them in our own territory that gave the Jacksonville Jaguars some points. But Joe Flacco is out here looking like he is 22 years old. And I told you he would look like this. I told you that he would perform this way. And the reason why I knew Joe Flacco would perform this way is because there's certain things that you don't got to teach him. There's certain things that you don't got to let him know nothing. See, there's rules to the game. There's rules to this thing, man. Have you ever noticed? You know, so shout out to all the ladies listening right now. You ever notice how a mom be all panicked that first kid they got? All the fathers out here, you raise your hand on this. Understand? Let me know if I'm far off on this. Let me know if I'm far off on this. When you have your first kid, all you scared, you was there when they was born. You like, dang, bro, you be checking on the baby every 5 minutes to see if it's still breathing. Every time the baby gets silent, you be looking around, where's everybody at? I need to figure out where the baby at. Your mom, all the grandparents be overzealous. They be trying to throw big parties for 2-year-olds. 2-year-olds don't even understand what's going on. You're getting them all kind of presents, and all they doing is tearing up the wrapping paper. The wrapping paper is more important to the kid than it is what's in the box. But as you progress, as you get older, as you get more experience, then when the middle kid comes around, it's like, okay, I've done this before. You done saved some of them baby clothes. So now you ain't spending all this money on these extra fits. You already know what to pack in a diaper bag. You already understand about how many hours each kid should be sleeping. And you get a little better. Get a little more, you're more cool with it. If the baby is crying, you know how to check 2 or 3 things to figure out what's going on. By that time, you got that older kid, you got the middle kid. So now you done indoctrinated the oldest. The oldest going to grow up the fastest. He think he a little adult. So now you going to tell, hey, I need you to pick the diaper bag up. I need you to be, hey, watch out for your brother or sister. You're going to put him on the oldest timetable, and now you would deal with the middle child. But by the time you have that third kid, you already on autopilot, low-key. You got the whole thing figured out. You're like, well, look, I got this oldest kid. He gonna be ahead of the book bags. He gonna be ahead of the diaper bags. This middle kid, he's out of diapers. He's out of the terrible twos. I'm good with him. We're gonna put him on the program, understand what's going on with that. And then now, by the time you had that third kid, you ever wonder why the third kid is the worst? I'll be laughing and joking, tell my parents, you guys just gave up. What were you doing with my younger brother? He didn't have these same rules. When I came up, we couldn't bring C's into the household. He started getting C's, they clapping it up. You gave it your best effort. Boy, what? When I was young, when I was the oldest, we had to be off the porch. We couldn't be on the porch. And when the nighttime came, when the street lights came on. What you talking about? But by the time you had that third kid, you had it figured out. You was calm, cool, collected. You understood what all of the rearing and parenting was about. You're going to know all the shortcuts. And now you confident in when you say something. Now you know what it is. You know whether or not I need to take my kid to the doctor because I done had 2 kids prior and I know what it is. I got the rule. I got the lay of the land. I done figured it out. That's where it comes in and says, not my first rodeo. And that's exactly why Joe Flacco is successful. He knows how to talk and get David Njoku involved. Shout out to David Njoku, first big-time game, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards. He knows how to get him involved and throw him the ball open in certain areas. Elijah Moore looks like he's more viable now. He knows what areas, because of playing with the Jets, he knows what areas that they can sit down and do certain things with. And by the way, he knows the dance. See, when you run in that play action and run action, I was just on UCSS and they say, G. Bush, why does it seem like the play action is so slow? Why is the play action so slow? Well, it's because that's how it's supposed to be run. The play action fake under center is a lost art. It is a lost dance. It is like the lost Mayan technology. It is the old school stuff. The play action run under center is equivalent to you sitting up under your grandfather and him teaching you game. Him giving you game on just little nuances of how to just grow up and be a man. It may not be the same subject matter. It may be about philosophy sometimes. My grandpa used to say, sometimes you got it and sometimes you don't. But if you stick together, sometimes you gonna have it and you can help me. Sometimes you gonna have it and you can come back and do the same for me and reciprocate, but you gotta stick together. Sometimes it's about how to go out and carve something up in wood. Sometimes it's about, hey, this is how you go ahead and cook this on the grill. This is the temperature on your smoker. See, that's what the play action is. It's a lost art that not everybody knows about. It's your grandmother's recipe that not everybody quite got. You know how many great recipes out here that have been lost? I'm still mad at my grandma. I'm still mad at my mom and her sisters and my aunts because you didn't get them recipes like you were supposed to be. My grandmother passed away at 90 years old. And there's 6-7 recipes we didn't have to take 10 years to decode and decipher. I'm like, you didn't get the biscuits right. You still ain't got the peach cobblers jumping. You didn't get the blackberry cobbler. How come you don't know how to make the collard greens like that? What's going on with the rice and gravy? Why do her black eyed peas taste different? See, I'm still upset at y'all. See, but the play action, what the play action does, it gives you 2 to 3 extra seconds. And when he puts it out there like that, he's showing you something. The linebackers got to respect it. The safeties got to respect it. And for those 2 to 3 extra little steps that he's giving you, that helps your Amari Coopers get off press man coverage. That helps Elijah Moore be able to get and sit into soft zones. That helps the David Njokus of the world be able to do that. So I knew automatically he was going to cook up something today because he only had 1 week last week and he was cooking last week. He was cooking last week, but he didn't have the spices right. He didn't have the seasoning down. Look at what happened this week. All of a sudden, there's different things. There's different levels to it. It's a different taste, a different vibe. And some of y'all don't get that. Some of y'all don't understand that. See, that's the difference between me and what I talk my talk and you talk your talk. When you talk your talk, it'd be all about numbers and analytics. But sometimes you can't quantify what's on a team or what's in a man's heart or what's in a man's ability. Y'all can't do it. Y'all can talk all that analytics. But football is life. And it's something to be said for somebody who they thought was too old. How many of you out there think that they done wrote you off? You done been a foreman at your job for how many years and they done wrote you off? They're bringing some hotshot young guy with a degree, but you done worked that machinery how long? You done been in that plant for how long? See, that wisdom is valuable. Back when I was when people was coming up back in the day, 25 years was the equivalent of a bachelor's degree. I've been doing this so long, I could do it with my eyes closed, tied behind my back. And that's exactly what you're starting to see when you run the play action and he knows all the steps. When you run the play action, when you get the ball out and your ball's coming out quick and you're throwing the ball, and it don't even really got to do with whether or not you make it on the throw. Sometimes the best throw is in the first row of the stands. He's done that well too. So there's no surprise that this offense should be looking and moving more. Is it perfect? No. By no means was Kevin Stefanski perfect today? No, he was not. I thought when you up 2 scores, we should have ran the ball more. But it is what it is. We got the dub. There's also some things that I thought Kevin did well. I'm gonna start doing grade the trick plays. I like the little DTR sprint rollout, triple option, but no option really. It's just DTR. I like that. I could get into that. You could always nitpick certain things, but one thing you can't nitpick is this. The Cleveland Browns is 8-5. And I'm watching the Kansas City Chiefs right now down at home to the Bills, and they are 8-4. If they take this L, that means the Kansas City Chiefs is 8-5. You can't say nothing about that. We got the Chicago Bears coming up. And guess what? It's looking more and more like the Cleveland Browns can get them together too. 322 people in here, man. Hit that like button and stop playing around with it, man. Hit the like button. But this is, 3 touchdowns, 3 TDs. I called it on TV. I said it. I said, G. Bush, they don't understand it. They don't get it. That 300 is coming. It's a lot of cats nervous out here. So I came on here talking that talk last week. A lot of y'all cats, it should be disgraced by what you was talking about last week. I was out all last week ill. You should be disgraced. You got the nerve to have people up there talking about what Deshaun Watson should or shouldn't be doing. Deshaun Watson is done for the year. I will talk about Deshaun Watson next year when it counts. But as for right now, every blogger, every media guy, every fan, every hater should be worried about what's going on in that football field right now. And what's going on in that football field is something special. What's going on in that football field is something to behold. It's something to be excited about. This team ain't perfect. This team ain't the most talented, but this is the funnest I've had. This is the funnest I've had watching these cats go at it. Every single day game, it's going to come down to the wire. Came down to the wire today, and we made plays. Hopkins, good kick. Put us up 2 scores. Kareem Hunt, goal line, short yardage. That's the little stuff that's not going to show up in the stat sheet. Martin Emerson playing like he's a Pro Bowler. Martin Emerson want to be all pro. See, that's what I like about dudes. He said Denzel Ward got his money. Denzel Ward got his money. I'm trying to get my money too. Grant Delpit got an extension. Stop running around talking about $230 million from Deshaun Watson like that's the only storyline, and get your nose in the books. Bring it back. Start looking at what's special on this field. You might miss it. You might miss it if you're just an analytics guy. You might not see what the specialness is all about. You might not understand what the seasoning is on this roast. But I'm going to tell you, it's good meat. It's good meat, man. This is, right now, this is what I love to see. And you guys are trying to distract from what's going on the field. You can't distract what's going on the field. I don't got to talk about Deshaun Watson every day. Let that man heal his shoulder up. What, you trying to catch him in a precarious situation so you can say, look, he doesn't want to be here? Stop trying to go around counting who don't want to be here, and you fill in. You fall in line. See, that's the problem. A lot of y'all want to run around, you don't want to be here. He doesn't want to be here. We question him whether you want to be here, because the real fans is out here. Real fans is out here saluting what's going on the field. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters, is what's going on in that field. I thought the defense played spectacular today. Myles Garrett showed up when he needed to on a 2-point conversion. Love it. Zadarius Smith, I called him out last week. He got a sack, a batted down ball. I thought Greg Newsome played one of his best games. JOK played a good game today too. Stopped the run. Didn't give up too many big plays. And shout out to Trevor Lawrence. I'm going to give out a big shout out to Trevor Lawrence. He earned my respect today. He threw a lot of picks. And you know what I told you with that? If Trevor Lawrence is going to play out here, he's going to come out here with the big dogs. He's going to come out here with the big dogs, and he's going to throw the football, and he's going to be 85%, not 100%. We're going to get after him. But I'll give him credit. Trevor Lawrence came out there and was not playing with nobody. He cut off that ankle. We hit him multiple times. He got back up, and he kept going and moving. He earned my respect. He got all that long, flowing Goldilocks hair, but don't get it twisted. Trevor Lawrence is a guy who really is about that life. He about that life. I didn't think he was going to play. So shout out to him. But I thought today was an overall great defensive effort. And listen, everybody understands and knows, and this should be very evident moving forward. The Cleveland Browns are a different team at home. The defense just feeds off the crowd, and shout out to the crowd. Even though it was a little sparse, I think people were kind of anticipating a little weather being off. But let's just keep it real. That team and that fan base, y'all do an excellent job of getting behind the defense, making it loud, making it do some things, and making it hard on offenses coming here into Cleveland to get dubs. 6-1 at home. We starting to develop a home field advantage, and that was the goal that I wanted to come in this season with. Is I was watching the dog pound. I said we need to get back to that. We needed to get to the point where you come into Cleveland, you know what you're up against. So overall, I'm super excited about that. Making sure that we touch all the points and all the corners. Let me get off here and get to you guys, man. 209 comments. We're going to try to get through a lot of these comments. I know the Browns game lasted a little bit longer, so we'll try to get to most of these comments, and I appreciate you guys, man. So get up here, and foremost, always, we'll get to the super chats first. Oh, man. It's Austin. Thank you so much for the super chat. We drinking that Kool-Aid today. As a matter of fact, let me take this banner down. As a matter of fact, let's talk about this. Look, we drinking the Kool-Aid still. Don't think because I got the G Money Christmas holiday joint on, I still got the Kool-Aid joint up underneath that. What you talking about? We still drinking the Kool-Aid. Come on now. Let's continue. My man, Brett Watson, thank you so much for the super chat. I was down there, G. Bush. This one felt playoff ready. Hey, listen, 8-5 is looking real succulent right now. Real delectable. I like the 8-5. I told you, there's levels to this. 8-5 and 7-6 is two different things. I'm sitting here watching the Mahomes, them trying to get to 9-4, right? They trying to get them a win. Try and get them a dub. Let's continue rocking and rolling. We'll go back and get some of these other comments as well. Vernell Jackson. Oh, I see Joe Flacco wins with both Browns teams. I see. Yeah, I watched Joe Flacco give us that work for a lot of years. And it's very rewarding to see him come back and play for the orange and brown and still be able to do that as well. I love it. I love it, man. Rat Generation X, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you. Seahawks quarterback Locke throws to Lockett. Bengals QB Browning throws to Brown. Steelers QB Pickett throws to Pickens. Y'all, we are all in a simulation. Hey, listen, he in that parallel universe right now. Uh-oh, ball on the ground. They called it a fumble. It looks like the Bills look like they picked up a fumble from Patrick Mahomes. We don't know if they're going to give him that or not. We're going to see if they rule it a fumble. People just don't understand how honest the defense has to play when the quarterback is under center. The play action works perfect like that. My man, P. Rothstein 216. I played D-line. I be trying to tell him, all that getting back in shotgun, that seemed cute. But your room margin for error is razor thin. Because now your defensive ends know that you're throwing the ball. Now they're getting upfield and hitting you with the best pass rush. You need the quarterback to be able to get the snap, not get snapped, get sacked. Throw the football. Have the same route as the guy that's running a route. See the same coverage. He has to catch it, tuck it, get down, and not fall. It's so much stuff that can go wrong when you're throwing the football. And one of the things that happens is you keep people honest when you run the football. It just is what it is. Yes, sir. Let me see what else we got. Got so many comments in here. We'll make sure we got them. So, yeah, we got all the super chats in here. Let's go back to some of the individuals. G. Bush, much love for the Carolinas. By the way, Cleveland, no days off. I appreciate you. I always tell you got the best name in the game. No Days Off is a crazy name. Shout out to Carolinas. I used to live down there in Charlotte. They do some real good barbecue down there as well. Yeah, you know what it is. Scott Hunter got that Christmas, man. Get that, Scott Hunter. I appreciate you, man. Kool-Aid Mafia is in the building. You know what it is. Browns got 2 sub-500 teams. Ravens got none. AFC North, here we come, baby. Stuart Moore, I appreciate you. Hey, by the way, the AFC North is one of the most, it is competitive. All teams right now. If you look at it right now, all 3 of the wild card teams are from the AFC. The Browns, Steelers, and then you got the Bengals, right? Here we go. Look, yes, that is my beautiful wife, Rosie B. You looking all business right there, sweetheart. All business. This how she be looking at me the same way when I be spending money. She'd be like, "Stop, just quit." She don't be laughing or nothing. Go to www.bushlinebeauty.com/barbershop. If you want to get to Christmas, we only got a limited amount of them. We got them in black, we got them in green, we got them in red, we got them in like a darker gray. If you want, you can still get them by Christmas, limited edition. We got some other shirts coming in. Make sure you go over to bushlinebeauty.com/barbershop if you're not going to be one of the winners. But we are going to give 5 away of those hoodies. You know, I believe in it. I believe in giving them joints away. Yes, sir, my man JDog66. I appreciate you. I bought a red hoodie. Hope to wear it by Christmas. Thank you so much for your support. Definitely appreciate you, man. Richie Hart, this offense is only going to get better. Just switch forward for strong. Thank you. Thank you, Richie. Man, this cat Twinkle Toes be out here tipping around. Oh, my goodness. Somebody said he would look like he'd be about to be on Dancing with the Stars. He'd be moving around dancing so much. Dang, Pierre. I know what it is. It's intoxicating. You know what I'm saying? As a coach, you like, look, he's a home run hitter. All we need is a little hole, and he can break one. Yeah, but he also will give you back 6 or 7 of them yards each play by just tiptoeing around and not taking what the defense gives him, especially on outside zone plays. I be hating to see it. Yep, Rosie B in the house. Yeah, she in here. Tried Pint A says, has anybody seen Juan Thornhill? He's one for highway robbery. I ain't seen look. Hey, Ronnie Hickman, shout out to the undrafted guy from OSU, did his thing today. Juan Thornhill. I don't know, bro. You look like you came in and you stole that John Johnson III playbook. Like maybe it's just something, man. Maybe they just passed it off because I ain't really seen it like that. If Moore had 8 more yards, it would have been 550. Flacco got the 250 Lego. You can say Lego. Got a couple super chats up here. Let me get to that. Let's see. I got a couple of things we're going to get to, too. We do need to run the ball, more remaining games left so the defense can get some rest. Hey, listen, shout out to Greg George. I appreciate you. Island 3Gs down there cooking up the best plates in South Florida. Make sure you go check them out down there, too. When we was at 14, I ain't going to lie. We was at 14, and I believe that Flacco fumbled. You know, they didn't pick up a corner blitz. I was hot on the internet because I'm looking at it like this. You up 2 scores. Like, don't get a ball back to them. Make sure you finish these dudes off. Kareem Hunt just had a really nice, strong run on the goal line. And sometimes, you know, Stefanski opens himself up for, like, plays like that. He opens himself up for criticism when you up 2 scores. Now, granted, it worked out. And, you know, I'm not going to nitpick it too much. But you don't want to lose no games when you up 2 scores, and you don't have to throw the ball if necessary. Let's see. So if Flacco is 11-1 in Cleveland now, or do that stat only count when he's playing against us? Nah, I think I think in our minds we count it, and I'm gonna count it in my mind because like this. I remember when he was coming here beating us, and we couldn't beat him. So if I had to live through the misery and now the shoe is on the other foot, I'm counting that. Forget that. I'm count that, man. I'll count that. Yes, sir. Just Chill 7 says, why is the running game so bad? Love Hunt, but he looks slow. Why isn't Strong getting carries? Because here's three reasons. One, they drafted Jerome Ford. Two, Jerome Ford has home run hitting ability. He can go the distance if he gets the right play. And three, Pierre Strong is playing special teams. So Pierre Strong is running down on kicks, running down on different things like that, tackling people on special teams. So therefore, sometimes he just got done running off kickoff. They're not going to keep him in the game and keep him, back and hold him back and be like, okay, let's go ahead and put you out there now because they're worried about him being on special teams. By the way, his name is Flacco. Of course it is. You already know what it is. Chris P says, defense, the defensive players buying in, and like last season, has made them all develop into very good players. When some of them last year looked like bust material, Schwartz and the team first has brought the heat. I thought Schwartz did a really good job tonight too, because what he did was the Grant Delpit sack. He brought some pressure. He has not been bringing 5-man pressures because he does not have Denzel Ward in the back part. So I think he's a little uncomfortable with running man-to-man coverage as much. But today, I thought he did a good job of bringing JOK. He brought Grant Delpit. I think he did mix it up very nicely. And I think they got to what they wanted, the looks that they wanted. I thought that caused them to throw a lot of interceptions, 3 turnovers. So, look, defense played his thing. Defense played his tail off. Joseph Potter, I thank you so much for your support. I wore my Kool-Aid Mafia shirt to work. I live in Jacksonville, Florida. We represent behind enemy lines. Shout out to you. Anybody out there that's behind enemy lines, I salute you, man. I salute you, because now we get an opportunity to wear our gear. We get an opportunity to represent, our colors. So many times we've been talked off and clowned and laughed at for what we our ineptitude in terms of the front office, the coaching, the players. This year, it's a whole different game plan. This year's a whole nother swag right now. Set apart lads, I appreciate you, my man. Our O-line seems to hold up with a statue quarterback. Do they need to revamp the O-line to play with an athletic QB? That's a good point. Sometimes for offensive linemen, and I played O-line in high school, and my brother, I played a defensive line in college. My brother played on the same team. He played O-line. Sometimes it's easier to block for a statue than it is to block for athletic guys. And the reason being is when you're blocking for a statue, you can count in your head 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3, ball's gone. You can count on a 5-step drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, ball's out. You know what I'm saying? And if they get outside the pocket, they're not outside of the pocket to run. They're outside of the pockets to look for a play, or if it ain't there, I'm throwing it away. But when you got a guy like that likes to extend plays that are athletic quarterbacks like a DTR, Deshaun Watson, one of the things that you worry about is holding penalties, because now guys could be running. You don't understand where he is, right? You know what I'm saying? And Joe Thomas said something earlier this year when I was talking to him. He said, you have to watch the defender's eyes. The defender's eyes will tell you where the quarterback is, because they're going to be looking and running that direction. So you just watch where they go and you mirror them. But it's difficult sometimes when you don't know when the ball is going to come out and guys are trying to extend plays. You're going to have the propensity to have more sacks, more tip balls, more hit quarterbacks, because that is the unintended consequence for holding the football. So that's a very good question. Running game is the O-line at their best. Appreciate it. Establish the run is the key to success, not the pass. Mel L got the Kool-Aid. You know what it is. G Push, what's up, D? What time is the Xmas party at the Bush Estate? Need my invite. I mean, somebody got to park the cars, bro. I don't even know if I ain't got the Christmas party this year. I ain't got the Christmas party. Look, I just did the birthday. I ain't got the Christmas party, man. But by the way, though, this is no lie. What I really want to do though is I've been watching on the internet. They got this internet channel called Country Family. I've been binge watching them. My mom put me onto them, and they be having these rib cook-offs and brisket cook-offs and all types of different things. I'm thinking about putting together a barbershop festival. And the barbershop festival, I'm thinking about doing it where, people would enter their cooking, whether we do wings or ribs or something, and then we donate all the proceeds to a charity. But I'm trying to get people, and it's basically, around the Browns, you know what I'm saying? It's like a barbershop style where we come back, give trophies and do some things like that. So I just saw it and I was like, man, that's kind of dope. So hopefully that's one of the goals I want to do. Because I feel like we got a unique little community in the barbershop, and I think people can come in and everybody think they can cook. Everybody got their homemade recipe and their homemade rub and their homemade everything. We're going to see if you really got that. So we're going to see if we can make it happen. We know the mayor. We know Brad Sellers, OG. It's enough politicians. We know we should be able to get this off somehow. So that's just a little something I'm thinking in the back of my head. I'll be thinking. Let's see. Strong had a good game. I thought he had a good game on special teams as well. D. Parker, finally a quarterback threw for 300 yards. Let's go, Joe Flacco. Warlord 0311. G. Bush always keeping it 100. Got to, man. Got to. Right now, my man B. Skrill says Kansas City defense looks like trash. Right now, as I'm watching this game, 17-17, fourth quarter, about 9:30 to go. The Kansas City Chiefs just scored. It looks like the ball is on the 40-yard line going. It's in the Bills' 40-yard line, and the Bills are going in. This is a nice game. This is a nice game. I'm interested to see who's going to win this one. Let's keep moving. James Crosby, thank you so much for the super chat. Browns showing that toughness. That's what we got to bring from here on out. Proud of them. Go Browns, of course. Let's see. Vikings about to beat the Raiders. The Raiders is 3-0. That ain't it crazy how it work? That's how it work in the NFL. You can never count a dude in or out. Christopher Gillespie, this was a great needed win today. We did what we were supposed to do. Let's get them Bears. Listen, it was an impressive win because I thought Trevor Lawrence wasn't going to play. And he came out there and the Browns did what they needed to do. 8-5 is looking good. Our chances are looking up. Now all we got to do is think about the level of confidence we got coming into this situation with the Bears. So that's another great win. And if you could get to 9-5, this thing is looking up. This thing is really looking up. My life, Pixel says, I think Stefanski just understands coaching a non-scrambler better for some reason. Well, I was explaining this over on the UCSS side is, Joe Flacco understands he's not going to be fooled by a lot of stuff. And so a lot of times, a lot of people say they want DTR to play, and I like DTR too. I thought he played a really good game before he got concussed, but there's levels to it. And the reason why DTR is not looking as good as Joe Flacco's because Joe understands immediately where the ball needs to go. Sometimes he just gets the ball out to a release valve really quickly and give your running back or tight end a little bit of room to run before the defense can get there. That's your best friend. Sometimes it's all about diagnosing, and sometimes when you're a younger quarterback, your processor is already going to be slower than a veteran. Then there's certain looks you get, and Joe will say, okay, I know by my first read right here that I don't need to read the second or third read on this progression because I already know it's not going to be there based upon what they giving me in this look. So it's almost like he already understands the cards before you get them. So instead of doing that, I got two options. I either throw the ball in the dirt on the ground or throw it out of bounds, or let me turn immediately after my first read and get to my safety valve, which is the running back. And I thought he did a really good job on them throws where you throw the ball to Jerome Ford. He gets to it. He gets to Brock catches the ball, gets 3-4 yards. That's keeping you above the sticks. That's keeping you in manageable down and distance so you can convert those. And I think that's just the little things that make drives go smoother, right? See what we got here. G. Bush, I can burn and I can also drink Kool-Aid. Roberto El Presidente. Man. Agreed. 10 seems the magic number for the playoffs. Okay. See what we got. Let's see. Darian Rucker, he says, we can't lose games even. Every team in the division is in the playoff right now. Everything is going down to the down and distance. You know what it is. Everybody is moving out here. Everybody is moving out here. Right? Jacksonville coach made some bonehead decisions. If you ask me, Kid Wilson 33, I agree. You know, there was some things like going for the I didn't understand him going for the 2-point conversion. That's crazy. They won 3-0. Vikings win 3-0. That's crazy, man. Fitness with Kelly Michelle. What's up, man? AG home from the game, mad energy in the pound. It was crazy at the end of the second quarter, all the throws and no runs. At the end of the day, all we need to do is win, no matter what. Of course, awesome. You already know what it is. Shout out to the Cavs as well, Cavs dance team. Hey, listen, it's, you know, every win we get, it raises the stakes on the next game. So now next game, we like really should be. And by the way, we're doing stuff people ain't even doing, right? We doing stuff people ain't even doing right now. We doing it with 4 quarterbacks. And it's kind of crazy because somebody just said it. Steelers ain't stopping. Ravens keep winning. Bengals is looking like a viable option right now. Browning is playing his tail off. So we got to keep stacking these things up. We got to keep stacking this up. Imagine Flacco beating the Ravens in the playoffs. That fan base will be in tears. No. Just say it ain't so, Joe. Oh. Hey, man, what was this, man? JOK has stepped this game up. The one tackle he grabbed, the dude turned him around, was a baller play. It could have been a first down, right? Could have been a first down. 443 people in there right now. 443. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much. I'm gonna throw this back out here so y'all can catch this if y'all really want to go out and get that. Also, let me put that back up here so we can get to it. Throw this out really one more time before we get up out of here. If you want to get one of these Christmas G Money Christmas holiday sweatshirts, hoodies, go ahead and hit us up right now. You can text or send the code word of the day, Xmas, to gbush91@hotmail.com by 12 a.m. Monday, 12/11/23, which is tonight at midnight. To enter into a random drawing, 5 lucky winners will win the G Money holiday hoodie, courtesy of G Bush in the barbershop. Go ahead and go over there right now, gbush91@hotmail.com, and go ahead and put the subject line Xmas by 12 a.m. Monday, 12/11/23. And you will be entering into a random drawing. If you don't really want to wait for it, if you just like me, I ain't got enough time to wait. I like the games and I like to, enter in the drawings. But look, I need to get my stuff now. I need guarantees. If you want to get this shirt, these is fresh only for a limited time. Purchase, you can get that at merchandise at www.bushlinebeauty.com/barbershop. All right, boys and girls, let's get to the roll call. Let's get to where you tweeting, where you pulling up at, where you signed in at, where you at in terms of getting the roll call going. And you already know, I always started off by myself. I already started off, it's your boy G Bush, hailing from the Hall of Fame city itself, Canton, Ohio, representing the 330. We also represent the Cleveland area, 234-216. 440, you already know what it is. Cleveland in the building. Where are you locked in, tapped in that? Let's get it going. What we doing? Let's see. Let me see. Oh, the Q's in the building. 315. What up, Mark Jones? Avon, Indiana, sipping on that Kool-Aid. Fred Himes, I see you, my man. Shout out to the St. Louis, Missouri. I see you out there. Greenland. This is how you know the barbershop is global. Greenland is in the building. Akron. Loveland, Ohio, just northeast of Cincinnati. Hey, you funny. I bet G. Bush used to be on Black Planet with that Hotmail address. I'm the only person left with an active Hotmail address. I got an instant messenger too. 216, I see you out here. 330, I see you out here. Another 216. Birmingham, Alabama, by the way, to the Heights, man. My man, let's go, man. G. Bush Estate Parking Cars. You know what it is, man. We got the estates over here representing the 330 in Akron, 419. You see what we doing. Tucson, Arizona. Belize, Mark Marlowe, I appreciate you over in Belize, man. Gotham City, you see what it is, 216. Jacksonville, Joseph Potter, you keep wearing your stuff behind enemy lines. You make sure you celebrate that win tonight. 216 is here. Shaker is in the building. 305 via 330. I see you, cuz. Newberry, Ohio. Lockhart, Texas. Berea. Maui, Hawaii. Willowwick. Fairlawn. Albany, New York. Nah, bro. I got that Hotmail too. Tulsa in the building. West Palm in the building. San Lorenzo, Puerto Rico is in the building. Houston. Garfield, Oklahoma, Lincoln, Nebraska, 402, Pennsylvania Ave, Newcomerstown. And last but not least, I just missed one. Did I miss one? Did I miss one? Did I miss one? Did I miss one? I didn't miss one. Oh, here we go. Shout out to you, and shout out to the great place, great city of Sandusky. With that being said, we appreciate you. Browns, big time win. After, Joe Flacco shows his, 300 yards, 3 TDs. Cleveland Browns moved to 8-5. Number 1 team in the wild card. Let's see if we get that win against the Chicago Bears coming up as well. And you always know G. Bush is going to be around. You don't know where he's going to be at all times, but you know what you can do? Listen for the Clippers. Have a great holiday season.